What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing a reaction today. We're reacting to some Twin Paranormal. I've only ever seen these guys once, and that was in a video with your narrator. And I wasn't really impressed, to be honest with you. So I figured I'd give it another chance, see what's up. Maybe we'll critique some of their ghost hunting ways. Seems I used to do that, so let's check it out and get into it.
Welcome to another episode on our channel. We are in Toledo, Ohio, and for the next
Oh, that's nice already. That's the home state.
12 hours, we are going to be investigating a place called the Ursuline Order of the Sacred Heart.
At one point in time, this place was absolutely flooded with nuns, and there was a very tragic incident that happened in the basement right below this house. In the 1950s, there was a distraught nun that had unfortunately taken her own life by hanging somewhere in this general area.
Just wanted to step in here real quick and show you guys I am actually researching the did a nun of the Ursuline Order of the Sacred Heart in Toledo, Ohio commit. None of these show anything to do with, see, you're missing suicide, missing, so it would appear that their little storyline about the nun committing in the basement is just completely fictional, made up. So that's fun, but I'm going to leave that right here.
It is said that some of the nuns refuse to let go of their convent work here and will still refuse to move on to the other side.
Right beneath this mansion, there was a sigil that was placed in a very odd spot, and nobody knows why.
I'm going to check that nun committing suicide thing after I watch this video, just to be absolutely sure.
At one point when this building was vacant, an occult group broke in and used this spot for sacrificial rituals.
There's been a few spots like that in Toledo. It's not just this convent.
Many mysteries that have taken place inside this sanctuary. So we are Twin Paranormal, and tonight we are here at the Purgatory of Nuns! Woo! That almost seemed like a response.
If that was you, can you do it twice?
Okay, if it does it again, what we would do as a paranormal investigator in my group is we would go chase it down. Like, once can be attributed to, like, the building setting, but two, directly after being challenged like that, you would go hunt it down. So let's see what they do about it. Okay, go hunt it down.
Whoa. Where are you right now?
Definitely go hunt it down.
Is
that someone walking above us?
Hello?
Go right now, haul ass up them steps, and hunt it down.
Oh. That's a different spot.
That was different.
That was this floor.
Oh my god. Does that sound like the stairs leading to the basement?
Me and River were down in the basement, and Ryan was up here setting the music box and the REM pod up, and I swear on everything I heard a deep, gravelly male voice say, "No."
And then you came up and asked if I said...
Okay, that in and of itself means nothing evidence-wise. That's hearsay, or you could chalk it up to being like a personal experience. Personal experiences are things that happen without evidence. So like an investigator hears something or they see something, but they don't have it documented on tape, like audio or video, then it doesn't really mean anything. You can't really use it as part of the investigation. You gotta throw it out. So let's move on.
What the
They need to start chasing down those bangs. Not only just to see, like, to debunk what is actually banging, because, you know, there could be like open windows, a breeze could get in, like, you know, slap something against the door. but to also open up the rooms and show that there's nobody in the rooms banging on stuff. So far, these guys are not very good investigators. When you go into an investigation, it is your job first and foremost to debunk all the claims that are at the location. So, like, the fact that they're just standing around getting scared instead of actually doing the one thing that they're supposed to be doing is kind of telling, in my opinion. They're not very good. They're kind of trash, to be honest with you.
Hello! Guys, that was around the corner. It was here, in this general area.
Jesus Christ, I almost shook everything off my camera.
Shut the Guys, a door just shut. Guys,
What do you mean?
a door just shut right here. Shut the Guys, a door just shut. Guys,
What do you mean?
a door just shut right here.
Did you just hear that voice? That was a voice.
Hello? A door just shut.
Sanctuary?
Guys, come here. Somebody in here? Dude, something just shut.
What?
Your camera just shut off? River's camera just shut off, and that went off, dude.
It paused. It didn't even shut off.
Hang on, I'm trying to...
It's good drama, but we have no proof that he didn't shut it off himself.
find out what that was. Guys, this door.
How?
I have no idea. I heard exactly that. This is what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. I don't know if we caught it on audio.
Crazy.
Okay, let me check something. It could have been that too. It's either one of these doors, dude, because I heard it right behind me, and I was sitting right there. I heard it right behind me, I promise. I don't know what door.
And if it was that outside door, there could have been like a strong breeze or something slammed up against it. It doesn't seem like it sits in there super tight. Doesn't seem like there's weather stripping on it, or else it wouldn't be banging around like that. You gotta debunk this stuff, man. You can't just be sitting around like, oh.
Excuse me? That was a voice.
I also have a thing against disembodied voice and shows and all that kind of. It's too easy to fake in post production. It's too easy to freak out on the spot and then edit in the noise afterwards. Way too easy to add something in post. You're leaving a very visible cue for the editor to add that stuff in. So like I'm kind of discounting that like heavily at this point.
If you're...
Whoa! No way! Yes!
What are they getting scared and being loud for?
That is crazy. Is your name Anne? She wears a veil. Took my last breath down there. We were told that the woman who had taken her own life, it was somewhere around this general area. What if it was down there? Is this where you unfortunately took your life? Down here?
Something happened here.
What? What is that? Why? This horse is moving.
It's not me.
No, Paul.
A girl just said, it's not me.
It's not me. Hang on, is there any breeze or anything here? Any vent that can make this happen?
Oh my God.
It was quiet.
I see one vent right there. Like I want to try and debunk that.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's like...
That's what I heard.
I mean, it's really light. It's straight. It's just plastic.
Yeah.
Dude, even if you tap it.
Yeah. There's zero vents right here.
Dude, he's too quiet. It's making me nervous.
Okay. So, not a whole lot there to debunk. The horse made noise. They ran to check it out. They looked for vents. That's about all you can do in that instance. The headset, I'm not sure how that works. That's not something that I would personally use. I think it would be too easily debunked. Like, I feel like you could put an AI image generator onto the screen and then put it into the headset like that and have it just generate random images. That's not unheard of, especially with AI today. I use AI to help make the thumbnails for the channel. So, their app, I don't know anything about it. I know stuff like that's pretty common. I remember the first one was the Taps app that had a whole bunch of stuff in it that you could use. I mean, you could still use like EMF detectors on your phone and your voice memos and stuff like that. So there's not a whole lot to debunk with the phone stuff, but I know there are some apps to where you can key in different words, and then they'll go on a timer. But I still question whether or not they have somebody in the building with them. Just because when there were noises earlier, they didn't immediately go check the rooms. They just got scared and got all loud. So I don't know. We're gonna keep moving.
Who is this? What do you want?
Sister again.
Wait, I just asked who this is. The sister. Is this the one who had taken her life down here? What the hell was that?
Lost forever.
Again, there's a noise. One of them needs to take the camera and immediately go try and chase it down and debunk it.
Earlier, there's all kinds of...
Satanic. What the
Yeah, just the fact that we're getting the same words over and over and over again kind of lead me to believe that maybe the keywords are typed in and it's just going around and round and round and looping.
What the are they talking about? The entity taking over somebody? Possession? It'll change them? Why would you?
Took my last breath below.
See, it's already
Took
said
my
that
last
too.
breath below once again. Are you talking about down those stairs? What the? What was that?
That sounded like a gasp almost.
I think we should take River out. He's been in way too long.
It keeps talking about this man. The whole vibe down here changed when it said he's here while we were down there. Whoever that is not good.
Speedily.
Speedily? You were just talking about getting him out.
Yeah. Got it.
They're connecting a whole bunch of dots that don't necessarily need to be connected here. So another thing that I've noticed about them is that they don't check for EMF. I mean, maybe they will in this part, but they haven't yet. And EMF would be one of the first things I would check for with people claiming to have seen full-bodied apparitions. EMF being electromagnetic fields, it can mess with your brain pretty good if there's high enough levels of it. So I don't know. I'm interested to see if they do it in this next part here to check to see if there's high EMF in this building. If it's an old enough building, you know, it could have fields that are just crazy. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Like a shelf.
You said shelf?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Wyatt?
Oh my god.
Demon!
It sounded like the other side of the wall in here.
It's like a knock on the wall. Yeah, you hear that?
Left here.
Left here. Demon left here!
Why did you contact me? Save yourself.
Oh!
No way.
Yeah, that's all too like way coincidental.
Do you hear that?
Mm-hmm. That must be closer to you.
It sounds like the staircase at the end of the hall.
Oh, that one. What? Is that one of the sisters moving around?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Is it the shadow? Did that shadow entity follow behind us from the basement?
How did he get up here? Aren't these halls protected?
Right? There's a cross in one of the rooms.
They said earlier when they were in the basement not to bring the guy downstairs. And now you're questioning why the guy is upstairs when he has apparently always been upstairs by what your devices said while you were in the basement.
Wouldn't you think that this floor is protected?
Bad man coming.
Bad man coming!
Where?
Satanic.
Satanic!
Is that where he came from?
Look right.
Look right!
What the No way!
Imagine. You guys want to know something kind of even more creepy?
What?
In this photo, it kind of looks a little the same.
As one of these windows?
Yeah.
That is weird.
Oh, whoa.
Is that a little girl or a boy?
I have no idea. That might be a little girl. Look at the shoulders. It's like she's wearing
Like a puffy.
puff shoulder, like dress.
Is this one of you? Can you maybe give us a sign?
Again, it's really all too convenient. Like you could add all that stuff in the post and work it into whatever storyline you're working on here. I'm really not too impressed with these guys, to be honest with you. I think my first assumptions with the first video that I saw was correct, and that these guys are just not good investigators.
How do you destroy this symbol, that sigil? Do we just cover it? Do we burn it? Do we have to say some... No. That was two questions that I asked, and they said no twice to both of those.
It just said 2 responses before that, too. Again, 6 spirits it told us in the Estes, 4 women, 2 other things.
Do we say a prayer? Do we wash it away?
What if it says you have to use River's blood to cover the sigil, and then you need to cut his hair off, all of it, to where he's bald, and then he has to...
Sure.
That's a little too convenient. I'm like 100% sure that they're playing a bit at this moment. I'm not impressed with what's going on here. This is not good ghost hunting. I can tell you that.
That was in there.
Shut the up, dude.
Dimension.
Dimension.
What is he scared of? There's no reason to be acting like that. They're clowning.
That was right in there.
Do you ask for physical?
The room with the cross?
We don't know the proper way. What will actually work? Do we need some sort of holy water? Do we need a ritual? A spell?
Yes.
3! That was... Dude,
So, I'll just come out and say it since they're beating around the bush about it. The way that you would deal with something like that is you would get a member of the church, like a father or like a priest or somebody like that, to come in and do a cleansing. What they would do is they would go around with their holy water and splash it in the corners. You could also have a medium come in and sage the place. Would be good too. They would burn white sage, go corner to corner in every room, push the negative energy out. The fact that these dudes are, investigators and don't know that, is really kind of telling as like to the caliber. These dudes are like, they're like schlock horror, right? Like it's really bad. It has no place being in horror, but it's so bad that you can't look away from it.
I was just asking. I had no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing, how to close.
You just get the priest with the holy water to go in there, go the 4 directions, fucking splash the holy water everywhere. It's not a hard thing to do. You don't need to do any sort of magical rituals. You don't need to. It's easy. Just go to the church and be like, hey, we need a cleansing. And then they'll come in and do a cleansing. It's not a thing. You don't even have to. It's not like you're asking for a exorcism, right? Like that. You don't have to do that. You just need to go and be like, hey, I need a cleansing. And then they'll come and cleanse the place. It's not hard. You should do it whenever you move into a new place. It's like that common that they'll come out and do it. Or like I said, with the sage. It's not hard to find people to do that for you. I mean, you could do it yourself if you really needed to. It's not difficult at all. You don't need to do any sort of magical ritual. I don't know what that was. So, my closing thoughts. They're not good, like at all. I won't be watching them again. They didn't do like even the basics of investigating, like just debunking things. Like they tried to debunk one door, but then they gave up like a quarter of the way into debunking the door. They didn't chase down any sounds. They didn't do any EVP work. They didn't just sit in silence for a little while just to observe what was going on. They gabbed and gabbed and gabbed the whole time. And then they didn't collect any evidence. They didn't check for EMFs. They didn't do any sort of basic investigating. They just gabbed the whole time and screamed and got scared and acted like kids, man. Like I don't get it, and I don't like that, because that makes people that watch them think that that's how investigations are supposed to go, and that's not how investigations are supposed to go. You're supposed to actually investigate and find out what's going on. You know, you talk to the people, you get their accounts, you show empathy and sympathy when you're dealing with the people, and then you immediately go into the investigation and try to prove whatever they were saying is something that happens in real life. Like somebody says, like, oh, you know, I felt something walk past me when I was sitting in my bed. It felt like cold wind going across me. And then you go into the bedroom and you check, and they've got a draft coming in through their window, right? Or somebody's like, oh, I get really lightheaded when I'm in my kitchen and I'm over by my sink. And you go into their kitchen to investigate, and they got fluorescent lights in their refrigerators right behind them. It's putting up a lot of EMF. Their pipes are grounding their electrical system because it's an old house, right? Like all of that combines to put out high EMF that plays tricks with your brain. Like that's stuff that actually happens in real life. That's stuff that you can prove. So I'm not impressed. I don't know what I just watched. I wish I could have that hour and 1 minute left or back in my life. But yeah, that's been my video. This will get edited down to all the gooder parts. If we can get the channel monetized, I will get a team together and we will go do an investigation, and I'll show you guys how an investigation is actually supposed to be done. Well, we'll see. Thank you guys for checking it out. If you stayed this long, let me down in the comments what you think. I'm interested to see what you guys think about Twin Paranormal. Personally, I'm not a fan, but you know, whatever. They're just a couple dudes having fun doing what they're doing, I guess. So anyways, thanks for sticking around, guys. Catch you next time.